Da sind wir wieder.
You can't keep me out of there.
Please don't make a scene.
Gucken wir uns weiter auf der Groundbreaker
Am I
um.
causing a scene? See, Umfuru? We could have avoided all this unpleasantness if you just let me talk to Jessie in the first place. Let me get one thing straight. Jessie and I are not friends. I just owe her, okay? As for the rest, I'm trying to figure that out. All I know is that she's been here too long, and she's apparently not receiving visitors.
Aber vielleicht kann ich ja mal
Be
bei
my
Jessie
guest.
vorbeischauen.
If you know something I don't about dealing with hospital bureaucracy, I'll be impressed.
What seems to be the problem? If only my other patients had so many inquiring after them. I'll tell you what I've told. The records say Miss Doyle checked herself in and requested I admit no visitors. The requests of our patients are paramount, so no. She's not my patient. I'm certain no one on my staff would falsify patient records. If that... Take care.
Ja, vielleicht kommen wir ja trotzdem.
Can't say I've seen you before. I take it you're a freighter captain?
Ja.
If you're here to better yourself, you'll have to wait. We're having a spot of trouble with our delivery service. He must be referring to Irion. I'm sure the fool's gotten himself into another scrape. I'm beginning to wonder if I'm ever gonna get my service mechanicals at this rate.
Ja, ich suche nach ihm.
I'd be grateful if you'd spare the time. We need his delivery soon as yesterday. Last he told me, he was taking a shortcut by Scylla, an asteroid in the Charybdis cluster. That's where I'd start, were I the adventuring type. You look out, though. A place... Keep hanging around and I'll... What can I do for... You have yours...
Ach, jetzt kann ich... Jetzt werde ich... Bin ich in der Verkleidung.
You ever wonder if maybe folks keep doors closed for a reason?
Ja, ich glaube, ich... Jetzt hier nicht so richtig. Sondern wir suchen ja jetzt die andere Patientin. Ah, da ist sie, Jessie.
Leave me in peace. You hull-headed quacks do know that restful recuperation requires not being disturbed, don't you?
Okay, so schlecht scheint es ihr ja nicht zu gehen.
What? Why? Everything's fine. We're all fine here. No need for her to be worrying her pretty little head. I'm just terrible, dreadful sick is all. Got a cough that won't quit and sores all over my body. Highly, lethally contagious.
Irgendwie glaube ich das nicht.
Should've known she'd send a bruiser after me. Damned if I don't rue the day I saved her scrawny little hide. Inadvertently, I befriended a bloodhound in the process. Alright, okay. We can discuss this like the level... Seems I've got to do something before Ellie goes jabbering my business to anyone with...
The truth is, I'm not sick.
Natürlich bist
But
du
if
nicht
you repeat
krank.
what I'm about to tell you to anyone, I will deny it with my dying breath. You, ain't with the board, are you?
Nein, tue ich nicht.
See, I owe them a lot. I might have missed a payment or
Okay.
two, and the other night I swear someone was following me back to my room. So I hold up here to lay low.
Sie hat einfach nur Angst.
What? No, I didn't do anything. I'm a law-abiding dentist. Think? No. I recognize a contracted killer when I see one, thank you. In my line of work, that's a skill you develop during week 1, assuming you want to keep breathing. All right, I'll fess this part up too, if it means you'll help me. I'm a thief. I specialize in particularly... 3 weeks back, I caught rumor that the blood tier diamond...
Okay.
If I had, you think I'd be hiding out in the med bay? Let's just say things went sideways about the time I got my hands on the diamond, and it crumbled. Anywho, I barely made it out with my life, and nary a plan to make back Udam's deposit I'd spent. Udam Bedford's the board guy on the station. He'd know how I stand with them.
Ja, dann red ich halt mit ihm.
Thanks for helping me with the... Or I guess I should...
Hier. Und wieder raus. Na, das hat ja gut geklappt.
Any word on Jeff? Good luck. The board's got an off.
Gar nicht, wie viel Quests wir jetzt hier gerade schon wieder gekriegt haben. Was für ein...
Sorry about the heat. Chief Tennyson will get the radiators fixed soon. Of course, this heat sure may... Oh, and it's not the best choice. A lot of slogans to keep track of.
No.
Heard of it? My orientation aether wave showed that famous...
Ja, die berühmte Saltuna Konservenware.
Which I'm sure smells...
If you did, that'd be good, actually.
And if you do, please don't mention us.
I'd have to go over my contract, but I don't think I'm allowed to leave. So, what can I get you? Some soap?
Ja, da werden wir wieder beobachtet.
If it's between the unreliable and the rest and go, I believe I'll sleep on the ship.
How do you do? And welcome to the rest and go. Sorry. Business is... Oh, you can't miss her. Right behind you, number 2. First unit on the left, or second unit from the right.
Ja.
Damnable thing about living on a space station.
Also, auch rollenspieltypisch, sobald ein wirklicher Name über einer Person steht, hat sie meistens irgendwann mit einer Quest irgendwas zu tun. Na gut, in dem Fall erstmal noch nicht. Die andere Dame dahinter, wir gucken uns noch mal ein bisschen um. Oh.
This is the simple truth. We are all molecular machines. The body.
Tagebuch. Hab auf 2 Konzernfrachtern gearbeitet, bevor ich hier gestrandet bin. Jeder hat mich jammern gehört. Keiner hat mir zugehört. Bin ich bloß Hintergrundstrahlung, okay.
It's a collection of atoms. The mind is a consequence of chemical reactions. Therefore, our lives are predestined along a path that is only visible in retrospect. Life is fated and unstoppable.
I don't know, Mr. Victor. That seems like quite a leap.
Ach, wir sind wieder in der Krankenstation. Ja, da sollten wir vielleicht nicht rausgehen. So, dann gucken wir nochmal. Toilette. Ein Diebstahl. So ganz verstehe ich das System noch nicht. Aber... Dumm. Auch wieder kein Diebstahl. Das ist aber wieder. Ja, geh mal runter, dann würde ich mir gerne mal das Zimmer angucken. Das ist kein Diebstahl, ist ja jetzt mal auch mein Zimmer. Okay.
Bless my heart. A stranger come knocking on a poor old woman's door. You here for a particular reason? Or did the neighbors tell you how good my sugar cookies are?
Nein, haben sie nicht.
Made without a single natural ingredient. Or an oven. Just like store-bought.
Genau, der
Those have been
Navigationsschlüssel.
the height of illegality since Stellar Bay turned their noses up at the board. You and I could be thrown to the void just for discussing such a transaction. Lucky for us, Groundbreaker's a free port. We're outside of the board's control. For the time being, at least. Now, I only have the one nav key. And they're hard to come by these days. It won't be cheap. If you find yourself lacking in the bits, I might have an opportunity.
Okay, also Schlüssel kaufen oder einen Auftrag von ihr annehmen.
Well, I find I'm in need of a ship captain with a little moral flexibility. Might be this could help out the Groundbreaker, as well as earn some bits. But if you've got qualms... Do you know Edna, over in engineering? Sweet as a pea, that one. On occasion, she'll pass along transmissions
komm
I
zum
might
Punkt.
find interesting. She sent me a recording of a distress signal she'd scraped from the Groundbreaker's comm array. Curious thing is, it came from an outpost called Roseway. And Auntie Cleo abandoned that place years ago. You've got an ear for intrigue and a nose for bits. I like that. Here's a copy of the SOS
Aha,
report,
aber auf mein Schiff
complete with the
komme ich ja
coordinates.
gerade noch nicht.
If you should find a secret worth selling, might be I could find a buyer. Corporate bigwigs will pay top bit for inside information on their... The more we got the corps fighting each other, the less time...
Ja.
Don't forget to come find old Gladys when you're done. I've got a lovely little throw pillow.
Oh. Ja, den kaufen wir natürlich. Ich würde sagen, wir geben den auch gleich Pavati. Dann ist die nämlich schon mal ausgestattet. Das ist dieser Spezialhammer. Abgesägte Schrotflinte, gar nicht so schlecht. Oh, und dann haben wir noch einen Vorteil. Ecken. Das Jetzt haben wir ganz viele Aufträge. Mal gucken. Jetzt schauen wir mal zu dem Konzernchef hier oder zu dem... Gott, waren wir hier drin? Doch, ja, doch, da waren wir drin. Ich vermute, dass wir auch einfach für ihn Auftrag erledigen müssen. Wir gehen einfach mal an sein. Hallo.
Ah, yes. Wheeler messaged me you were coming. You must be the captain of the Unreliable, a vessel that used to be helmed by one Alex Hawthorne. And you are not he.
Nee, ich bin nicht Alex Hawthorne.
Something happened to my favorite scruffy freelancer?
Oh
no, this is terrible. My dear friend, what devilry is this? In whose
Ja, bleib doch mal
miserable
ruhig.
fever dream am I trapped? Oh, Alex. There were so many arguments we'd yet to have. He was my dearest friend. My only friend.
Oh.
You have his ship, you must know. That picture of us on the promenade, me hugging him, him wincing. I keep a copy beside my bed. Did he?
Alter. Ja, stand es natürlich.
That's just like him. Such a sentimental man.
Oh. Ging da was?
How did he die?
Ja, das ist nicht so einfach.
You're quite right, of course. Best not to pry into such dismal things.
Ich habe ihn mit meiner Rettungskapsel zerdrückt.
Right. You're going important places, I'm sure. Big, exciting, important places. There, I've removed
Oh,
the
einfach
flag
wieder
from your ship.
freigegeben.
I'm terribly sorry for the inconvenience. However, before you go, Alex promised to tell me the location of Phineas Wells. I'm sure you've seen his wanted posters all over the colony. Did Alex tell you where Wells might be? Anything at all?
Okay.
You haven't read the posters? He's a terrorist, a thief, a madman. It's really in the colony's best interest that we stop him before he does further harm. Well, Alex knew, or he said he did. And you have his ship. Maybe he kept some records around, or a conveniently placed note on his bedside table?
Ja, ich lüge jetzt mal. Also, ja, Alex hat ja auch nie mir gegenüber Phineas Wells erwähnt. Er hat nichts mehr erwähnt.
Oh, I'm sorry. This is terribly unprofessional of me. Is there anything else I might help you with?
Ah ja, wegen...
It's personal business, I'm afraid. Miserably terrible. Information on the whereabouts of Phineas. It's fine, really. It's... Now, if you've nothing else... Miss Doyle owes the board a significant sum. Alas, the only collateral she has is her organs. Compulsory donation is quite legal.
Aha, sie soll jetzt ihre Organe spenden, um ihre Schulden zu begleichen.
That's not unreasonable.
I guess it's better than losing your organs, but I don't know, Captain.
Miss Doyle is deeply in debt, and the board has... What guarantee do I have that she'll agree to the term? I quite concur. I will recall my collection agent. Now, is there anything else you need, or...
Okay, war dann... Vielleicht hätte ich das auch anders lösen können. Wir können trotzdem mal schnell zurück. Mal die Quest abgeben.
Wish I could say it was good to see you, Ellie.
Achso.
Got word from Udom, from the hitman who trailed me the other night. I ain't too elated about going exclusive, but it's better than one.
Eben.
You sure saved my skin, stranger. All debts.
The good news came through the wireless. Looks like you paid my debt to Jesse. I guess that means I owe you now, right? Tell you what, I'm a little short on bits at the moment, but I'm a decent scrapper and a better-than-average sawbones. If you're looking for a medic, I can work
Ach,
my butt
Begleitung.
off. If I'm being honest, and I prefer not to, I was about ready to pick up another contract anyway, and you settled this in a pretty tidy fashion, which tells me... But we can say I'm repaying the favor if you prefer that version.
Ah, nehmen wir mit.
You won't be sorry. Though it looks like you've got a full roster already. Time to play.
Welcome to the crew, Miss Ellie. We're real happy to...
So, dann schauen wir doch nochmal. Haben wir? Wir hatten doch noch den Auftrag mit der Hitze.
You following that series? The Hunt for the Wimbro?
Ah, da müssen wir...
Hey, McRed, were you expecting any company?
A neighbor from above approaches our realm. Back away now, or you'll parley with the king.
No sudden movements. This guy's crazy, even by my standards.
Look at this ripe piece of meat just sizzling on the grill.
What?
Yum, yum. Time to feed the flames. It's nothing personal. Promise.
Burning to death is one of the most painful ways to go. Just in case you needed a reason to get us out of this.
Is this what carbon monoxide poisoning looks like? I don't think this deck is too well ventilated.
You came with the crew. Welcome. We got plenty of space to spread out, but only room for one captain. You stumbled into my court without an invitation, neighbor from above. If you don't have any business, then it's time to light up the grill.
Auch noch Kannibalen. Ja. So. Oh. Ja, vielleicht hätte ich gleich das Sturmgewehr nehmen sollen. Okay, jetzt kürzen wir mal.
Hey, McRed, were you expecting any company?
Look at the... You came...
Take your best shot, asshole. Nice one. Watch a pro at once. You gotta catch that. Don't quit on us, Parvati.
Hier sind aber noch irgendwo Gegner.
Somehow, like, old messes out sometimes.
Gucken uns aber erstmal hier unten.
It's so cozy.
Okay. So, dann schauen wir mal rechts hier.
I'm ready for this.
You're mine!
Captain! I got another fighting me.
Hier. Auf der Seite sind wir schon mal. Der Gegner scheint hier auch nicht zu. Rechts war jetzt auch nichts weiter.
What the? Did I hear something?
There, Mr. Out of your damn mind!
Das weiter. Wo sind die jetzt noch hergekommen? Ich glaube, ich bin schon wieder überladen.
What do you think you're doing?
Hallo.
Just don't make any trouble for me, okay?
Incoming!
I think I soiled myself.
Nein, ich wollte sie ja gar nicht töten. Hier ist doch noch jetzt irgendwo eine. Der ist ja wahrscheinlich oben. Ja, ich glaube, ich muss mal kurz aufräumen. Achso, ja, wir können ja noch Langwaffen natürlich. Ahnung. Wo habe ich einmal verpasst? Levelaufstieg? Sieht so aus, ne? Checken wir noch mal ein bisschen was in... Rest in... So, noch ein Vorteil. Rüstungswert. Ja, wir nehmen mal Sprint. So, Pavati kann auch was Neues. Fernkampfschaden. Da habe ich ja... Achso, doch. Ja, Heilwirkung ist doch... Also ich wollte ja nachher Inventar gucken. So. Das können wir zerlegen. Reise gucken, ja gut. Ich glaube, das können wir auch.
Keep him quiet.
Okay. Ach, deswegen sind wir hier. Oh, ich glaube, dann sind wir hier fertig. Schön ist, dass wir jetzt gleich vom Maschinenraum rauskommen. Vor dem Maschinenraum rauskommen.
You've returned, and in one piece. Good work. I'll take those. I need you to head through the large door at the far end of engineering. Take the elevator down into the machine. There's a terminal in the back. Activate it when I call over the ship's PA. And bring weapons. There's a slight man.
Don't worry, Miss Junlei. We'll be super gentle with the ship.
I'm genuinely heartened.
Sally, Dr. Senho. I noticed your pistol's been making a funny noise.
What are you talking about? I oil it every night.
Well, look here. Your slide's not recoiling fully. You might be due for a new spring. I could take a look, maybe fix it for you.
Sure. I'm short on bits at the moment, but I'll pay you back.
Oh, no. I mean, it don't cost nothing. I got a spare spring in my pocket here, even.
Everything's got a price.
Alles. Aber wir können noch mal gucken wegen Waffe Fernkampf. Genau.
The controls are in the back of the area.
Don't mess with us.
Wovon? Ach so, weil es da so heiß ist.
Good news? Song tells me the security mechanicals ended up and killed a bunch of mantis. Bad news. Diagnostic says their circuit boards are fused from the heat, so they're not too picky about it. Sneak past if you can. Shoot back if you need to. I can always...
Oh.
Das scheint die Schwachstelle zu sein da. Okay, merken.
They're on us. Captain, look out!
And if you don't know what that means, just look for a command that says cycle drop.
Hätte hier sogar lang müssen.
Temperatures are dropping. Stop by once you found your way out of there.
Oh, dann sind wir ja fertig.
You take real good care of your pistol, Dr. Fenhill. I oughta. Kept me alive this long. I mean, you treat it nice. Makes me happy to see, because I feel the same way about my wrench. Look at a tool that does a job. Feelings got nothing to do with it.
This is Halcyon News. We interrupt your
My boards are returning to green. What a weight that is off my shoulders. I don't normally tolerate outsiders mucking about in my station's guts.
Danke, ich bin in
You're
Ordnung.
all right. The temperature should be dropping as we speak. If you've got time, I believe Edna has a comms issue that could use your attention. I've also authorized Doc Mfuru to sell you our premium meds.
Edna wollte noch was? Wer war denn Edna?
You aiming to send a message? If so, we best do it now while we still got time. And no, Ellie, that offer does not extend to you broadcasting another of your crude jokes.
Hey, that's a real planet. And no one's seen it in a long time.
Damn it, Ellie, I don't have time for your shenanigans. Anyway, like I was saying, you aiming to send a message, you better be quick. Me? No, but our relaying We're going offline in 3, 2, 1.5... No. Wait, I've lost track of my weeks. Maybe it was 36, or...
Ja, ist gut. Warum sollten Sie
Our primary relay station's soon to be occluded by a gas giant. Happens every 40... The event's forecasted to last for months, during which we'll lose
That'll put the whole system in a right dire situation.
We've got backup auxiliary relays, but the one currently in orbital range went offline some months ago. We can't spare people for... Yeah, I'm working on it. I finally got the chief to approve the... But allocating the personnel loss for sending a technical team to the relay station keeps getting denied by Junlei. I should say no, but why not? Maybe you can figure out why it's offline. I'll send you with an equipment manual. Hopefully we'll get luck.
Hope you don't mind if I borrow that manual when you're done with it, Captain. I could do with some leisure reading.
Oh, and I'll need you to retrieve a copy of the relay's backup data. I gotta forward any messages from Earth stored in the memory. Better late than... The relay stations orbit the edge of the Halcyon system, so they tend to receive the majority of any transmissions from Earth. I'm sure the station's got a stack of junk messages just waiting for me. It's not like they're in high demand. Most tend to be adverts on new products.
Ja, aber da können ja was Wichtiges dabei sein. Na gut. Okay, ich glaube, hier direkt haben wir jetzt erstmal nichts getan. Jetzt sollten wir auch wieder aufs Schiff kommen. Können wir mal gucken nach unserem Roboter.
You sure have seen a lot of the colony, huh, Dr. Fenhill? Ellie. And sure, but most of it looks the same from inside a ship. Sorry, Dr. Ellie.
Wer steht da?
Still though, don't you find it
Der Felix von vorhin.
Hey, you got a second?
Taschen.
Fancy running into you again. Don't mind me. It's just admiring your ship from up close. Gotta hand it to you, boss. That's a fine-looking ship. Only thing it's missing is me.
Natürlich.
Yes, I absolutely am. Just give me a shot. That's all I'm asking. I could be the best damn crew you ever hired.
Ja.
Wow. You don't know. Thanks, boss. I'll just gather my personals and meet you on board.
You got a crew now, Felix.
Okay, jetzt haben wir aber... Ich glaube, einfach nach Kajüten haben wir jetzt echt nicht mehr so viel Platz für Begleiter. So, und bevor es weitergeht, ein Break.